Canadian Omar Khader has been in the custody of the American military for more than a third of his young life. Captured as a teenager, he's grown into an adult held controversially in Guantanamo Bay. And now, after years of legal arguments about whether he should be there at all, Khader is finally coming to trial. The CBC's David Common has covered the case extensively. He's back in Guantanamo Bay again tonight. David.
Ian, after years of legal wrangling and allegations of torture, Omar Khader's trial for murder begins this week in the building right behind me.
Khader is the Canadian son of an alleged al-Qaeda member. Captured at 15, he is now 23. The U.S. calls him a war criminal. His lawyers say he's been tortured and faces an unjust trial.
What the government has been selling for the past 8 years, nobody should buy.
Well, look me straight in the eyes and tell me that you're being honest.
Khader is accused of throwing a grenade in 2002 which killed a U.S. soldier in Afghanistan. The prosecution admits no one saw him do it, but insists they have evidence to prove he did. They also say they have video purportedly showing the young Khader building and planting IEDs with others. Censors restrict what we can show you. Soldiers have reviewed every second of the video we shot. The defense says Khader's young age at the time of the incident must be considered.
Forever, Obama's military commissions will be remembered as starting with a case against a child soldier, a person who was in Afghanistan only because he was made to go there with no other choices.
But prosecutors disagree.
It's legally irrelevant. What you look to is, did he know what he was doing?
Khader's longtime confidant and Canadian lawyer says the verdict is a foregone conclusion.
When he's finally convicted, which will happen, that we may, years down the road, be able to appeal this and give him some freedom.
One of the more immediate questions is whether Omar Khader will even show up. He's called these proceedings a sham and said he'll boycott them. It's not clear that he will. Even his lawyers don't know what he's going to do. They are also concerned because it's Ramadan starting this Wednesday, and it goes for an entire month, during which time Omar Khader will be fasting for 14 hours a day. His lawyers asked the judge to postpone this trial until Ramadan is over, but they say he refused. Ian?
Thanks, David. David Common in Guantanamo Bay. As we've seen, the Khader case has been going on for a long time. In 2003, the Liberal Foreign Affairs Minister Bill Graham said that he was satisfied that Khader was being treated humanely. In 2008, Prime Minister Stephen Harper repeated his belief that Khader was in good hands and should face an American trial. Early this year, the Supreme Court said Khader's human rights have been violated, but the High Court did not order the government to bring Omar Khader back to Canada.